What's going on YouTube? It's me, Kenneth, with What's New BBQ. I appreciate y'all stopping by for yet another great episode on the channel. Today we're going to be smoking up some dino beef ribs that I got from Six Brothers Beef Company. Their information will be down below in the description box. And before we get going, they also extended a discount to all the subscribers or all the followers. And that discount is NTBA10, and that'll get you 10% off. So I can't wait to show you these ribs. I appreciate y'all for being here. If you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe so you can see the rest of everything happening on this barbecue journey. Let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, so here are our Angus dino beef ribs. Check out the marbling going through the rib here, guys. This is a beautiful rack of dino beef ribs. And what we're seasoning with today, we've actually got 4 of these racks, but this one I'm going to show y'all, we're just going to do salt and pepper. And I've got a 60-40 blend here, 60% pepper and 40% salt. So we're going to go ahead and get a good healthy coating on this rack of ribs here. This is going to make an awesome flavor profile, obviously Texas style barbecue with salt and pepper. And we're using some hickory wood on Big Dog today. It's getting fired up while we're seasoning this, so that'll give this seasoning plenty of time to set in and really absorb into these beef ribs. And then we've got 3 other racks that we're playing around with today. We're just going to try some different flavor profiles on, but I'm going to make sure you get all edges here, just like that. And this is a big hunk of beef, so don't be scared that you're going to over season it with the salt and pepper here. It can handle it. So there we go. And we are actually going to leave the membrane on as well, since these are so meaty. That membrane is going to help it cook evenly. So there we go, just like that. That's looking good right there. I'll go over this one more time here. Like I said, you're not going to over season these. There we go. So that's our first rack of ribs, salt, pepper. I'm going to go ahead and let this sweat in, finish letting Big Dog get fired up, and then I'll meet you back at the smoker. So like I said, guys, we've got 4 racks of these dino beef ribs. Man, these are looking good. Right here we've got the salt, pepper. That's the one that we seasoned up. And then these other racks of ribs, we're just experimenting with some flavors and seeing how they turn out. Awesome colors everywhere. We're rolling about 260, 300 on the smoker, and we'll keep you posted. Alright, we're about 15 minutes away from that 2-hour checkpoint, and we're going to check on these dino beef ribs. They've been rolling around 250 degrees to 275 on Big Dog. And what we're looking for on this initial 2-hour checkpoint is, are we getting some drawback on those bones? Are they starting to show themselves on the side? Are we drying out on the meat itself? Do we need to spritz it? Today we're spritzing with water. Nothing special, but you could spritz with apple cider vinegar. You could spritz with apple juice, Worcestershire, whatever you want to do. But we're 15 minutes away, and next time I see y'all, we'll be checking them out. So we're at about 265 degrees on Big Dog. It's time to check on these ribs. Look at the color. This is the salt and pepper one that I showed y'all seasoning up. Got some awesome smoke color going on. Show you these other ones that we're experimenting with here. Look at that dry rub. All of them are sticking around. That's looking awesome. I'm going to go ahead and spritz these bad boys down just with some water like we talked about. That's just to make sure we don't get dried out with the smoke. And I will have Six Brothers Beef information down below in the description box. This is something new that they're carrying, so let's go ahead and get this bad boy spritzed down too. Just like that. Getting some good drawback on the bones. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down, and we'll check on this in an hour and spritz it again. It's about to be an hour later, and we're about to check on these beautiful dino beef ribs from Six Brothers Beef Company. And what we're looking for at this point is not only the overall color of these beef ribs and the bark buildup and the pullback, but now we're going to start looking for that internal temperature to see what we're looking like there, so we can get a really good idea of how long we got left on this cook. So next time I see y'all, we're going to check the internal temperature, give these beef ribs a spritz, and keep on smoking.
It's an hour later, so we told y'all before Next video we'll be checking the temperature of them, so we'll go ahead and see what the IT of them. All right, we've been rolling them about 250, 300.
Yep.
All time, so
yep.
Check it out.
See what we're looking like. That's the salt pepper ribs. Yeah. Let's see what those are internal. What are we reading? 166. All right. Roll along. Let's see what these are in the back. Yep, 174, 175-ish. See what these are. 162. Look at the color on these. This bark.
Looking really good.
And oh dang, 185. Okay. Gonna give them a spritz.
Close that back up.
Check on it in an hour. Let's take a peek at these ribs. We're rolling right under 300 degrees, and we're an hour later after last time we checked on them. And what we did in the meantime, since last time y'all saw them, was we rotated them around. And this is actually our salt pepper Texas style rack of ribs here. And then we've got these other ones we're experimenting with. But check out the drawback on the bones. It's all coming along good. Let's go ahead and see what the internal temperature is. Right, yeah. Make sure you don't get any bone. 187. 183. 177. And 168. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down and we'll check on it in an hour. So we cooked these beef ribs to about 198 degrees internal, and then we let them rest for an hour. And now it's time to cut into them and see what they're looking like. It smells awesome. Reminder, we just used a salt pepper mix for our rib seasoning. Let's cut down the middle of these and see what they're looking like. This is smelling insane. Check that out, guys. Awesome smoke ring, beautiful, extra juicy. The bark and the color's on point. Let me get this camera turned around and I want to give this bad boy a bite. Y'all saw what that rib looked like. Check it out. Got me a nice piece of it. Look at that smoke ring and that bark. It's completely tender, just pulls right apart, guys. Nice tug to it. Cheers, y'all. First you taste the pepper. And a reminder, we did a 60-40% pepper and salt mix, and that is awesome for the bark. You get that smoky element from all the hickory wood that we used, and again, it just pulls right apart. Awesome smoke ring, awesome bark. This was a success. I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and until next time, y'all keep on barbecuing. Check that out.